Welcome back to my channel one more time. In this video, we will discuss a leaked profanity-filled phone call from Donald Trump to Republican Senator Susan Collins. The call was reportedly a result of Trump's anger after Collins, along with four other Republican senators, Rand Paul, Lisa Murkowski, Josh Hawley, and Todd Young, voted to advance a resolution on the War Powers Act. Now, I want you to take a listen at this particular commentary from Bernie Sanders, and then I will add some other clips.
The President of the United States does not have the right to unilaterally take this country into war, even against a corrupt and brutal dictator like Maduro. The United States does not have the right, as Trump stated this morning, to run Venezuela. Congress must immediately pass a war powers resolution to end this illegal military operation and reassert its constitutional responsibilities. Trump's attack on Venezuela will not make the United States and the world safer. Quite the contrary. This brazen violation of international law gives a green light to any country on earth that may wish to attack another nation to seize their resources or change their governments.
I mean, this has become the law of the jungle. This whole world, it has become the law of the jungle. You can just hunt anybody you want whenever you're hungry.
This is the horrific logic of force that Putin used to justify his brutal attack on Ukraine.
Exactly.
Trump and his administration have made it clear that they want to revive the Monroe Doctrine, a belief that claims that the United States has the right to dominate the affairs of the hemisphere. They have spoken openly about controlling Venezuela's oil reserves, the largest in the world. Let's make no mistake about it. This is rank imperialism. It recalls the darkest chapters of U.S. interventions in Latin America, which have left a terrible legacy. It will and should be condemned by the democratic world. Trump campaigned for president on an America First platform. He claimed to be the peace candidate. Well, at a time when 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, when our healthcare system is collapsing, when people throughout this country cannot afford housing, and when artificial intelligence threatens millions of jobs, it is time for the president to focus on the crises facing this country and end the military adventurism abroad.
Well, the reason Donald Trump is doing all of this is because of the Zionists. Because of the Zionists. The Zionists wants a distraction. By the way, the Zionist, Israeli president, for example, Isaac Herzog, I think his name, he advocated for attacking Venezuela since early 2000. And in 2010, there is a video that you can see online where he is directly talking about the progress on how U.S. is preparing itself to attack Venezuela. They are not going to be attacking. Israel is not going to attack these countries. They want U.S. to do this. U.S. has become an attack dog for Israel. So what you are seeing today, Donald Trump, whatever he's doing in Venezuela, whatever he will be doing in Greenland, it is not because he wants to do it. It is because his masters, the one who has the strings, wants to do it for them.
Trump is failing in his job to run the United States of America. He should not be trying to run Venezuela.
Should not even try, should not even entertain the idea of running Venezuela. Let's take a listen at this from J.D. Vance.
Technicality than any disagreement in policy. If you look at the people who actually voted, every single one of them have supported the administration's plan. Second of all, as the president, I believe himself has already said, every president, Democrat or Republican, believes the War Powers Act is fundamentally a fake and unconstitutional law. It's not going to change anything about how we conduct foreign policy over the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, and that'll continue to be how we approach things.
I mean, Vance doesn't want this kind of interventionist policies from United States on other countries. That's why we have seen him remaining quiet for the most part on this issue of Venezuela. But then again, obviously, at the end of the day, he's just a puppet of the Zionist and also his boss, Donald Trump. Take a listen at this from Jack Cocchiarella, I think his name, what he's saying about the call, the leaked call, and then I'll add some comments.
Trump 79 explodes at GOP senator in profanity-filled call. Donald Trump laid into Republican Senator Susan Collins in an expletive-laden phone call after she voted against one of his top priorities. The president reportedly made a profanity-laced call to the vulnerable Republican senator on Thursday, sources told The Hill. Collins was one of the 5 GOP senators to join Democrats in advancing a resolution on the War Powers Act from the committee to the floor, which passed in a 52-47 vote earlier in the day. He was very mad about the vote, the source told The Hill. Very mad, very hot.
He's going to be very, very mad because that's not what he wants. He wants absolute power. Dictatorship, in other words. So the vote that went through, that resolution aims to block the president's ability to use military force against Venezuela, a move that would disrupt Trump's alleged plans to seize Venezuela's oil reserves. The video highlights Bernie Sanders' critique of Trump's actions. The video that you have just seen, it highlighted Bernie Sanders' critique of Trump's action regarding Venezuela. He emphasized that the president does not have the right to unilaterally take the country to war and that such actions constitute quote-unquote rank imperialism. The host, when I play the video from Jack Cocchiarella, I think his name, argues, he argued in his video when he was blasting Trump and destroying Trump on this one, he argued that this incident exposes quote-unquote the new wars policy that Trump campaigned on as a pretense, and reveals a growing ideological split within the Republican Party regarding foreign intervention. The leaked call is seen as strategically important for Susan Collins, who is up for re-election. By sharing details of Trump's angry reaction, she might be trying to ingratiate herself with moderate voters in Maine. The video also introduces Graham Planter, a progressive candidate, challenging Collins. Cocchiarella endorses Planter, highlighting his focus on affordability, his veteran background, and his opposition to the military-industrial complex and corporate money in politics, i.e. APEC-PAC. He suggests that supporting candidates like Planter is crucial for taking back the Senate and preventing the Supreme Court from remaining quote-unquote radically conservative forever. Guys, things are heating up, and we need more of this kind of commentary on this issue to expose Donald Trump.